Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Thursday. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. The best station in the world, the best station in Africa, the best station in Ghana is 3FM 92.7. We have the scorecard, we have the people, we have the men, we deliver, and we make sure that you are happy every single day. So please tune in to 3FM 92.7, online, on air. Go on to 3news.com, listen to 3FM 92.7. There's Giovanni here. There's Alfredo Kansit there. Black Rasta there. Miriam Osea, Jiman, AJ Sapon. We have all the people you need. So listen to 3FM 92.7. We are your urban lifestyle radio. And every morning when I bring you the scorecard, it's so delighting. So scorecard number 1. Dr. Alegibam of ICO, the same regional minister I told you, Sajana Wajana too, who wrote that letter and said that he has been told to hand over and blah, blah, blah. The same regional minister organized a meeting with their staff and was literally threatening them. I told you the same regional minister came to meet that great minister to come and beg for the retiree to get a contract extension. I told you the same regional minister has just written English, but the English means nothing to him. I told you. And I'll put Stephen Yakubu. I'll put his picture up in a bit. We need to be serious in this country and not endorse retirees going on pension and still staying at post. My mother, when she turned 60, the first thing she did was to go home. They offered her contract extension, comfort. She said, I won't take it. I want to go home and do God's work. That's what she's been doing since forever, since she turned 60. Now she's past 70. She's still that church work. And that's why I love my mother. Ken Organza and his 2 deputies, they left at 67. He's the director of operations at 67. He's the director of training at 67. He's the director of corporate affairs. His boss, Ken Atefwa, is also past 60. They are still at post. Reverend I Miss I Die, he has been sent home. A new lady has replaced her. But Nanado has not been fed to Reverend I Miss I Die. You know why? At GRA, there are plenty old Wadis who are there. They have gone past 60. They are there. Plenty. In Kokrafo nimbre wafo kwan Google top ono. He make a yeme son your. They don't want to go home to play with their children. And Nanado, I remember so well like yesterday at Trade Fair. He says they have to go but they don't want to go because it's the money under the table. Tomorrow the president will turn 80. He's the only one who became president after he had turned 70. But he has mismanaged the country more than any president in the history of Ghana. When you say it, they say you should not say it. But the records are there. He has borrowed more than everybody. He has mismanaged everything. He has appointed the most incompetent people to be in positions. And he is comfortable. He doesn't talk about it. And as of last year, he told us that, people will leave and then the next person after him will come and solve it. Nanado. In opposition, when you listen to me and you listen to his English, you think that, Charlie, this is the man. We should give him a chance. Give him the opportunity. He has done the most nya to Ghana. And he doesn't even feel sorry about it. He has not admitted that he got it wrong. He has not apologized to the people of Ghana. He's only telling us, where we've gotten ourselves to. And he has surrogates who are defending him and some who call to threaten and attack you and insult you and all of that. Nanado. The most failed president in the Republic of Ghana. If you come from Nkrumah down to him. He was the one in opposition telling us that John Mahama had borrowed so much. Rawlings had borrowed so much. Kufuor had borrowed so much. Buzi had borrowed so much. Liman had borrowed so much. His own father had borrowed so much. And that we need to change. He was the one telling us. Today, put together the death stock from President Nkrumah down to John Mahama. Take him out. Put it together. And put what he alone with Dr. Baumia have borrowed. You see that they have borrowed more than President Nkrumah down to the last man. Today, he can't even speak about that. He can't say those things. When the president talks, he can't talk about corruption. Because under him, the biggest corruption scandals have happened, and they happen on a daily basis. One day, one corruption. One day, one corruption. It happens under his watch. He says he can't say anything about it. The president has become so silent on the issues that he was so vociferous about in opposition. He can't speak about them. Because he's ashamed. Because he's embarrassed. Because his what do you call it? His hurt that the people that he trusted. Look at what the Ashanti regional minister went to sit on your part to say. Give us 10 legacy projects that you have done. He is turning it and asking, what has the NDC done? You are in power. I remember so well, 11th of January, 2017, 11th of January 2017. Simon Esemesa, the president described him as the elephant in the room. That he understands party, he understands the region, he understands politics, and he was taking him to be Ashanti regional minister. He has been regional minister for 8 years. They asked him, name 10 projects that you have been able to do for the people of Ashanti. Elephant in the room. He is blaming the NDC for not doing anything. We a minister. This one is a minister. Minister who talks down at school feeding program coordinators and cooks, caterers, who are party people. He stands at the top and talks down at the, this one is the minister. The arrogance of power. And President Kufuor put it rightly, he said power can trick you. I don't know why people who get into power never remember what President Kufuor said. He said power can trick you. That's why I don't like power. President Kufuor mentions that power can trick you. He was very emphatic. Look, put Napo's picture up for me. That's our energy minister who was talking down the people, asking us to present our own Dumso timetable if we wanted it. The height of disrespect. And he wants to be vice president. Over who? For what? Put this picture up there with Esla Osekufu, who says that anytime the lights go off, put the picture up there. Anytime the lights go off, I curse the president. Put the picture up there, please. Anytime the lights go off, I curse John Mahama. Esla Osekufu. She has been Minister for Communication. Look at the two of them. 18 February 2015, they're asking, do you have light? They were wearing Dumso shirt. Today, what have they said about Dumso? Hypocrisy, arrogance, selfishness, personified in one single photo. Dumso, lantern kakra, Dumso kakra, black and white kakra. These two. You know, Esla was also being considered for vice presidency until Nash Toshi came into the conversation. And Napo, these two. Esla says, I curse the president every time the lights goes off. Does he curse Nanado when her lights goes off at Ablekuma West, the Dansoman people, where she's MP and part of Choco and part of Maprobi? Does she curse the president when the lights go off? When we finish getting our timetable, do we take it and go and give it to Napo at his office? Or do we take it and go and give it to him at Parliament? Or do we take it and take it to the Energy Ministry or Energy Commission? Or do we take it and go and give it to ECG? That's the insult that the minister gave to us. He insulted us. Oyeyeng. Ebu ejewo. And he's a member of the cabinet of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who says, Ghana, for you are not being treated well. When I come, I'll treat you better. Are we being treated better? Under his watch, Nana Addo's watch. He will be 80 next year. And in the, come to me, in the African sense, when you are 80, right? Yes, the president will be 80 tomorrow. Tomorrow. He was born in 1944, 29th March. He will be 80 tomorrow. Come to me. My good father, like Dr. Okwabi, who is 80, he will call you and advise you. He will call you and tell you to be careful. He will call you and give you a direction that you follow. My good father, like the late J.A. Annan, he will call you and tell you. My good father, Dr. Nyahoja Otamaklo, he will call you and speak to you. I have a lot of octogenarians who are my fathers because my father died, right? And they still hold me and talk to me. What example is the president showing us? He's talking to chiefs anyhow. He's talking to civil society organizations anyhow. He has refused to meet the press. Dr. Buzia made the even Ignatius Kutue Champong as a military leader met the press. Find me the children at Tema General Hospital. The lights are off. The children are in machines.
Johnny's fight.
Play the video.
No CPAP, no lights. Everywhere is off. Everywhere is off. Babies are in data. This baby is not fine. CPAP is off. No light to connect. No flow meter to connect to the oxygen. There's oxygen but no flow meter. This is not right. We have about 10 critically ill babies, all on CPAP. The whole place is dark. If you don't get light in a few minutes, the probability that we might lose a lot of babies is high. There is no funny at all. Samajin intensive care unit, where critically ill babies are being monitored. Everywhere is off. Everywhere. Babies are on CPAP. Babies are on CPAP. No flow meter. No extra flow meter to connect to the oxygen. At least that would have helped without the CPAPs. That would have helped.
Johnny's fight.
That is the Tema General Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. That's what NICU means. Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. That's a nurse. And I hope the nurse will not become a target, because that's how wicked and callous we have become as a country. People highlight the issues. I get threats every single day of my life. People threatening me every single day of my life. The children. Ask Napo if the children can bring their own timetable. And he has not apologized. He has not had the dignity to apologize. Nobody in government has called him to say, it's in bad taste, apologize. Nobody has told him. Yes, he has surrogates who are on social media talking down at people. 70 Ghana, 80 Ghana, 50 Ghana people. Bad taste. It's a very bad taste. And he is a medical professional. He's a dentist. But he has been made education minister and now energy minister. So he can talk down at people as a doctor who took the Hippocratic oath. Is this what he's supposed to be supervising? Is it what he's supposed to be supervising? I've spoken to top MPP people who said he didn't speak well. Does he admit that he didn't speak well? I just showed you a photo of his. The children at the place.
Johnny's
Can they bring their own timetable? Of course, God's timetable is the best. It's so sad. Your lights go off, they say you can't complain. The people who tell you that your lights have not gone off, they themselves, their lights go off. And my sources tell me that it is not a transformer problem, it's a problem with gas and oil. We can't buy. We don't have money. We are broke. But Nanado, in his arrogance, will not admit. Nanado was repackaged for us to accept a vote for him. I'm telling you.
Johnny's Fight.
Today, look at it. Tama General Hospital.
Johnny's
Children
Fight.
in the neonatal intensive care unit. They are struggling for their lives. And you just played a report for you where a child died after 3 days of being alive after he was born. Died. When their wives are pregnant, they take them out there to go and deliver in the US, the UK. Oh yes, I'm telling you. When they themselves, they are sick, they go out there. Then they come and tell you that, oh, vote for us, we'll make things better. Which hospital in the US will have a light-off problem where children are in intensive care unit or at the intensive care unit and children will not have oxygen? Which hospital? Which wise society? Which sane society will have that? When their wives are pregnant, they take them out to go and deliver. Most of the people you see on TV as government communicators, their children and their wives don't live here. They live outside. They themselves, over time, you won't see them on TV or radio. They go 3 months and then they come back. They don't respect you. They have no respect and dignity for you. The people in power, the so-called people in power who are supposed to be fighting for you, they have no respect and dignity for you. This is sad. Look at a mother who has just delivered. Look, they are fanning the children. It's a shame. And I credit to GH1 for this video. Bola, good morning. It's a shame. A big shame on us. Nanado made a campaign with children. You remember that Nanado's campaign was about children not to be able to learn, and they did some, Abiam, you remember, at the beaches and all of that. Jamestown, they used my own Ghana people to do that. Under his watch, he's supervising the mess since 3 years on. He can't speak about it. So shameful, so embarrassing, so disgraceful, so disgusting. Look at it. And I think I should do a series on hospitals. I have some videos from Kolibwe. When I show you children lying on the floor, you weep. Why are we so wicked like that? These children, what have they done to us? Their first introduction into the country called Ghana is this mess. How would they have any sense of patriotism and volunteerism to help their country? How? Look, show me the teacher. There's a teacher who is owed NSS allowance.
Johnny's Fight.
Show.
And this is what I was saying. One of them is standing like this. Another one is standing like this. Now what?
The children are excited. Their teacher is demonstrating to them. He is being very practical. We won't pay him his allowance. But the people who come to explain to you why the allowance has delayed, they get their salaries month on month without delay. In fact, in the beginning of the Akufo-Addo-led government, some of them at the very top took their pay from places they were not supposed to take their money from. And they were cited in the Auditor General's report. Somebody, a joker, said that they were going to sue me. I'm still waiting for the suit. I would have cited the Auditor General as my witness. Shameful people. Why do we treat people like that? And this is not the first time we're running national service in this country. This teacher is doing so well, trying to, and some of them even actually have to draw a whole computer, a whole mouse, a whole keyboard, blah, 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 just to teach the children how it works. Some use stones to demonstrate to the children how a mouse works. Play Samia Oku's video for me, my good friend.
Johnny's
And
Vibes.
I'm putting these things together because I want you to come to a certain understanding of play the video.
This demonstration is not to topple the government. This demonstration is to indicate to Ghanaians the insensitivity of John Mahama's government. The insensitivity of John Mahama's government. This is not to topple government. We don't advocate for a regime change this way. We are going to vote next year and we are going to vote them out massively. That is good governance. That is partisanship. We are going to democratically remove John Mahama from power. Not do this demonstration, but the demonstration is to demonstrate to John Mahama and Ghanaians that what is going on is bad. If you are feeling the heat, like Ghanaians are feeling the heat, if you are buying electricity and they are having it for free, if your salary, you are spending 60% of your salary on electricity bills, then you understand what I'm suffering. I am suffering. John Mahama is not suffering. How do you expect the members of the members as a collective to speak on your behalf when you decided to give majority to such a bad government, NBC? Ghanaians should realize that their term matters. Your term matters. Your term matters. When you go and vote, you have to know that the consequences are ahead of you for the next 4 years. The term the Ghanaians gave to John Mahama has shown that they should never.
What has changed?
Johnny's Bite.
Ask Napo today. What has changed? What he has been part of for the past 8 years, seeking now to become vice president. What has changed? His supporters, those in high places, what has changed? The things he spoke about, spending X amount of your salary or percentage of your salary to buy power and blah, blah, blah. What has changed? Their own words are coming back to bite them because there's no principle. The principle needs to be one. There's no principle. If you ask them to play back these things and watch, they get angry. And that's why I like Alexander Fenyomake. His principle is one. It's one. If it's wrong, he admits it. If it's not wrong, he says no. One principle. What is the principle? Where is the principle? Where is the principle? The children are the Tama General Hospital. La General Hospital has been demolished. The Tama General Hospital. Can they bring their own timetable? Have a good morning.